Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be doing the end of year book tag. It's just like a couple questions, so this shouldn't be long. But the first one is there anything you've started that you still need to finish? Yeah, I have a really bad habit of starting books and then when I get bored I don't just never read them again, but I just go to something else and then say I'm gonna read it and then I never finish it. And so I have two culprits for that. The Last Magician, I read 90 pages of this and I need to finish it because I actually bought it. I know that doesn't make sense because you'd think I'd need to finish library books, but it just bothers me if I bought something with my own money and I don't finish it. But it's like a time travel fantasy mystery New York 1920s thing and it's pretty good so far. I think it was like during the summer and I got kind of fantasied out and I sort of wanted a light contemporary book instead, so then I forgot to reread it. At the same time, I need to finish A Court of Wings and Ruin. I know I do, especially since this is my friend's copy. Thank you, Rachel. So this is the last book in... What the fuck is this series called? Is it just A Court of Thorns and Roses? Is that the name of the series? Let's go with that. So this is like, well, it's not the last book, but it's the last book that's already out. Everyone and their, grandma has finished this and I have not. And so, like, Rachel's mom finished this before me. So I think I got to a part that just made me not want to continue, and it was spoilers if you want to read it, but it's not like too big of a spoiler, but two characters, I'm not going to name who, are having sex in a bunker in the middle of war and they say they hear the crying of the dead or of the injured, and there was a really, really gross line about like love and life and death in like one space or something like that, and I just thought that was really gross and I was like, I don't want to read this anymore, and then I never went back to it, and this was again in like August, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, so I really want to finish those by the end of the year, at least just to say that I finished Court of Wings and Ruin, so now I like feel more part of the club because I feel like everyone, as I said, has finished that series. Okay, second question. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? Yes, I'm currently reading Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas, I believe. Yeah, Aiden Thomas. It is an awesome book, and it's set in Halloween time, fall time, because it falls on Dia de los Muertos, and so it's about a boy who is part of a magical family or society, people who can see spirits and can help transition spirits. So the men can help spirits pass on and the women heal, and they're healers. But because the main character Yadriel is transgender, his family will not accept him as someone who can help the spirits pass on, and so he really wants to try to prove himself, so he tries to resurrect the spirit or summon the spirit of his dead cousin, but instead he summons this other boy that he knows from school that he didn't know was dead, and that's basically where I'm at now. It's just basically like trying to figure out how to help spirits pass along, and I think there's just started to be a mystery aspect to it, and I love the representation of Latinx culture and learning more about that and about the family and all the gender issues raised and like the characters so far, so it's super great, and it has a very spooky fall feel because it is like, they say spirits instead of ghosts, but it's very spoopy and relevant, and so yeah. Number 3 is there a new release you're waiting for? Not this year, but I have about 3 billion I'm waiting for in 2021. So, but I think all the books that I've been waiting to be released this year have been released. One was pushed back, I remember. The third book in the Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, a third one was coming out. I think it was, anyway, the third one in that series, which follows the younger brother of the two other main protagonists. I think that was supposed to come out in October, September, and it got pushed back to next year, I think, due to COVID. So, yeah, so that just pushed back, so I have nothing else I'm waiting for. What's a book that I want to read before the end of the year? That is an easy one. I have In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. I love Christina Lauren. She's one of my favorite romance writers. All of her books just make me so happy, and this one's holiday themed, so I'm so excited. From what I can tell, it's sort of like it's a Groundhog Day type story, I guess, with this main character Malin, and so she is repeating the same like Christmas holiday vacation over and over again, trying to find out what she's missing and how to stop the time loop, and I'm sure it's gonna be a romance. I'm sure it's gonna be funny, so I'm so excited to read this and get me in the holiday mood. Number 5, is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? I don't think so. I think I've probably read what were gonna be my favorites of the year, which I'll make maybe another video about that, like my favorites of the year. I assume I'm really gonna like this Christina Lauren book because I love her, but I doubt it's gonna be like my favorite of the year. Number 6, have you already started making reading plans for 2021? Yes, sir. By plans, I mean I hope to read books, and I've put on my Goodreads when I want to read, and I'm gonna make a reading challenge, and yeah. So that's it. That's the end of the year book tag. I've read a lot of great books in the last couple of months that I haven't talked about, so I'm gonna make videos on those, but that is it for the specific tag. So thank you for watching. Bye.